Hello beautiful people, I just got the Natasha Denona Glam Palette. I was concerned that these shades might not suit my eye type so well. I have hooded eyes and some puffiness around the lids as well. I'm going to try out 5 different looks and come back at the end of this video to share with you my thoughts as to whether I feel that this eyeshadow palette works for my eye type. So in case you're thinking of whether to pick up this palette or not, hopefully this video does help as well. I'll start with this shade with a flat shader brush. Center eyelid. Outer eyelid. Inner corner. The blending shade. This one. Now to do the lower lash line. And I do the same for the bottom as well. That's what I did for the top. The lash line shade to line my lashes. And now to try the bottom row on the other eye. Blend is my Beige shade. A soft fluffy brush to blend in the edges. There's a few choices here. I can either choose this one here, a lighter color, or the more golden color for the center eyelid. Maybe I'll just go with the lighter color. Building up the color with the Sonia G Builder Pro. For the outer eyelid, I'm going to use this color here. Building up the intensity. And to follow the same color order for the lower lash line as well. Try this for the inner corner to see how it goes, even though it's a brow bone, just to try see how it looks. It's quite bright. This is the one and only lash line color, the darker shade. Add on some of the center eyelid color. Center eyelid. And the outer eyelid. Now to blend in the shades, put on some mascara, lipstick and come back again with the look. Okay, so I put on some blusher and I put on the Natasha Denona I Need a Nude lipstick in the color Claudia. One side of the eye and the other side. So I must say I do quite like this color because it does look softer than what I thought it would be. So for the next look, I'm going to try the colors here, greyish taupey colors. So I'll start with the transition again. The crease shade. The center eyelid. the inner corner. So just to blend it out with the Sigma E30. For the outer corner, I'll go ahead and use this shade here. So, and just to do the same for the lower lash line as well. I also like to use the Scott Barnes number 62. It's really nice and soft. So now to line the lash line with the lash line color here. And just use the finger application to build up the intensity again. So using the center eyelid shade here. The inner corner. So this is how it looks. Let's see how it is with the lash line color, if I add a little bit of it on the outer corner. Yeah, yes, it's definitely darker. Deepens up the look even more if you use it as a shadow. So you don't just have to use it as a lash line color, you can use it as a shadow if you want to make it even deeper. So I think I shall add on more of the crease color as well. And blend it out. To add just a little bit of the brow bone color over here. And for the other side of the eye, I decided to try the quadrant here, there's 4 shades here. For the base shade, I'll use the blend color. Center eyelid. To add on the intensity. And the outer eyelid. Just to use the finger application straight away. For the inner corner, maybe I'll use the brow bone shade. Just to line the lash line first. So a bit of fallout here just to dust it off. For the 5th look, I've decided to go with the shades here, this quadrant here, to try it out. Pink and taupe with some of this neutral brown colors. I will also add in this one here, the transition shade, as the base shade. Blend shade to deepen up the color here on my eyelid, center eyelid. Inner corner. Sigma E21 smudge brush. I'll use the smoke shade here. I like this brush because it's so tiny. It can fit very easily on the limited space that I have here for my hooded lids. So I can place the color just where I want it. To do the same at the bottom as well, color placements. In the inner corner. E30 Sigma pencil brush, just to blend in the shades together. The Precision Firm blender again for the area here where I smoked it out. Just to deepen it up again. So I'll complete the other eye, line my eyes and come back shortly. My thoughts after trying out this palette is I realized I do like this palette much more than I thought I would. When I first saw this palette, I didn't think that it would suit me so well because the color scheme was more neutral and I was concerned that it might not give enough depth and definition to my hooded puffy eyes, but it actually surprised me. These shades start off softer and can be easily built up. What I like about this palette is the soft flattering colors and tones that can be used for a very flattering day look and easily built up for a smoky glamorous night look just by layering the colors. To build depth and definition, we can just apply the colors with our fingertip or with a dampened brush. So for example, this is with a brush, and then by using the fingertip, the intensity is built up and we can layer it on. In fact, this is one of my favorite colors in the eyeshadow palette. Another nice shade is this one here. This gives a brighter effect. What I find about Natasha's eyeshadows are that they blend very easily for the mattes as well. So this is the crease shade and the smoke shade. So to blend it out, the edges are softened. I do like the lash line shade as well. It's not as deep as a true black, but it gives a nice definition to the eye that is not too harsh. It can also be used to deepen up the whole look as well. The selection of colors in this palette is also very soothing and pleasing to the eye. Among the bigger palettes, this palette stands out by having the most neutral and cool tones in it. This makes it a very neutral, everyday eyeshadow palette that can be easily deepened up for a smoky, glamorous night look. And so far, this is the only eyeshadow palette that instead of having shade names, has the placement of the eyeshadow on the eyes as its names. The shades here, for example, are called the center eyelid shade, the outer eyelid shade, inner corner, lash line, blend, and transition. Natasha Denona has also come up with 3 different composition options to customize the palette according to personal preference or skin tone. This makes it easier for someone who is starting out with makeup or is looking to use a palette with more shades. Of course, these are just suggestions and we are free to use the colors according to our preferences. So if you're looking for a palette that has soft, neutral, cool tones that can be used for everyday natural eyeshadow look or built up for smoky, glamorous look, perhaps this could be suitable for you. Do share your thoughts as to what you think of the Glam palette. Do you have any plans to pick it up or do you already own the palette? Natasha Denona has released her latest retro palette and I look forward to reviewing the palette. Do you have any plans to pick it up as well? Thank you for joining me today and I look forward to having you join me again on my next video. Stay beautiful. Bye!